Facts.
Can't be by my lonely.
Lonely.
I stay by myself. I stay by myself. Can't be by my motherfucking lonely.
Lonely.
I stay by myself. I stay by myself. Can't be by my motherfucking lonely.
What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, One Star Week Foot, and we are back for a double upload video today. I'm excited about that, and there's a good reason why I'm double uploading today. I gotta talk about two things, all right? Number one is the FUTSWAPS that they released today. They're so good. I felt like I had to release a reaction video to that. And number two, I want to tell you guys what I'm doing for the Weekend League, and it's right on your screen right now. For this Weekend League, I'm finally going to achieve my dream of using the best possible past and present Everton squad in the game for all 30 games of Weekend League, and I'm going to hope to God that I can hit goal 2 with this. I'm not even sure if I can hit goal 2 with this, but as you can see, it's a work in progress. This is going to be definitely the starting lineup I rock with. We're going to have Richarlison. Henry is actually an Everton player on loan, so I could use him, which is good because there's not that many good Everton attackers on this game. Lineker did play for Everton at one point of his career. I have actually been wanting to try this card. I mean, when you look at his stats, he has maxed out finishing, decent agility and balance, decent jumping, a very well-rounded card to be fair to him. We got Richarlison, which is one of my favorite players in the Everton shirt right now. It's going to be really fun to use him in the Weekend League. My midfield is going to be Barkley, who I'm not the biggest fan of in real life. I don't hate him for how he left Everton, but I'm actually not a big fan of him myself. But he's pretty much one of the best Everton midfielders on this game with his height, his weak foot. He's not really going to last all game with that stamina. But off the bench, I am going to have the man, the legend, Wayne Rooney. I wish I did his flashback. That would be absolutely perfect for this squad, but unfortunately I didn't. So I'm going to do the MLS SBC just to get Rooney, just to get him on this squad. And even this card right here looks decent, especially as a sub. So he's going to be subbing in for Barkley whenever he gets tired. My other midfielder, of course, is going to be the Icelandic legend, Sigurdsson. And his card I did review earlier in the year. I did like him. I think I can use him in Weekend League to a high level. The CDM has to be Gana Gueye. I mean, if I'm not using Gana Gueye in the Everton team, then I'm disrespecting the Everton shirt. I wish he did get a special card this year. I feel like there were a few times where he could have possibly gotten one. He could actually get a Futties card. I don't think he will, though, but I wish he would be in the consideration, that he would be in the running for one, because this card would be very nice as a Futties. But he was a really good card at the beginning of the game, so I am going to give him a shot again in the Weekend League. My defense actually looks playable. Earlier in the year, I did want to do an Everton squad, but the defense was trash. Now we got the likes of Team of the Season Stones, who actually looks like a very usable card. We got Flashback Baines, of course. Not the best card in the world. Even when I used him, even when he came out, I didn't really think he was a great card, but he is a legend for the Everton team, so we are going to use him. We got Digne, who is a great card. One of the best players in Everton this year, arguably the player of the year. So I am happy to use him. We're going to use Michael Keane, who had a bounce back year for us. His first year for us was very inconsistent, full of ups and downs. But this year, I feel like he really redeemed himself. I wish I could use Zuma, but his pace is just way too low. This card I don't really want to use, but I kind of have to because he's the second best Everton defender on this game. I wish I did the Foot Birthday Lukaku, where he was a center back, because I would absolutely use him on this team as a center back, but I didn't, so I got Keane. My goalkeeper's going to be Pickford, and I love the dude in real life, but he's 6'1", so I'm kind of scared to use him in the Weekend League, but we're going to rock with him because it's an Everton team. My bench is going to have Balazi, who I unlocked this guy a long time ago. I just never got a chance to use him. Now we're going to use him off the bench. We got Coleman. I think I'm going to use him as a CDM sub if Gana Gueye gets tired. We got Rooney, like I mentioned earlier. He's going to be my Barkley sub. And we got 89 Lukaku, who, when I first started playing FIFA, you guys don't know this, but when I first started playing Ultimate Team, this guy was always my go-to striker. No matter what the meta was, I always went for Lukaku. I always went for his special cards, and it's going to be really fun to really use him off the bench. So Lukaku's going to be my bench player, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of content, because I will be trying to do this more than once in the Weekend League. And now let's move on to my FUTSWAPS thoughts. All right, man. Now let's talk about these FUTSWAPS, and yo, These are the best foot swaps EA has ever dropped. It's a shame that it's at the end of FIFA. It's a shame that FIFA is pretty much dead at this point, but I gotta give EA props for these foot swaps because they are very good. All right, now let's go. Let's walk through all the players that we have to choose from, and I'll go over whether I think it's a good value or not. So first, we're gonna talk about Daniel Ross, and I did want to do his Futmas card. I just never got around to doing it. This card's always been a very well-rounded card. His inform is actually very good on this game, and this card looks really nice. Would I do this foot swap card? Probably not. I mean, when you look at the stats, they're very good. They're very well-rounded, but is it really who you want to be bringing in for 3 foot swaps? Probably not. There's a lot of good alternatives to this card, and there's a lot of midfielders that have the same stats as this card. So I would say don't do this one unless you have like a low amount of foot swaps that you want to burn at the end of the month. But this Quincy Promes card really caught my attention. I don't actually want to do them. All right, right here. All right, this Quincy Promes card looks absolutely beast-like. And the best part about the Promes card is he's playing for Ajax. So he makes a lot of these Dutch league teams very possible at the end game of FIFA, which is going to be great because Ajax had a great year. And he's going to be their only winger that doesn't have a bad weak foot. He has 4-star, 4-star, right? Oh, no. He has 5-star, 4-star. He has high-low. His pace is good. His shooting stats are, of course, great. And I do want to do him because at the beginning of FIFA, when he was going for 40K, when he was extinct, he was a great value. He was so much fun to use. I really enjoyed this card. And this card looks like a really nice card for endgame Dutch league teams. And for 4 foot swaps, I think it's a great value. What do we have next? We have Jerome Boateng. Wow, Jerome Boateng. He hasn't really had any usable cards this year. I mean, I guess you could say CDM Foot Birthday card was usable if you played him at CB, but it wasn't really the best card to use. This card, how many foot swaps is it? 7 foot swaps for 93 Boateng. I mean, he is good for SBCs, but are you really going to be doing SBCs in August? Let's be serious. His actual stats look pretty decent, to be fair. His agility and balance are still bad. All right. His composure is very good at 99. His defending is pretty good, but not the best. His physical stats, I mean, what? 6'4", 82 jumping. All right, that's decent. What's his stamina? 75 stamina. Yeah, I don't think this is actually a good value at all. I think this is a pretty bad value in my opinion. Unless you're a big Bayern Munich fan, unless you're a big Boateng fan, I would kind of steer clear of this one. I think he'd be a better value for 3 or 4 foot swaps, but for 7 foot swaps, when you got Quincy Promes going for 4 foot swaps, no way. I'm not advocating for you guys doing this Boateng SBC. Next, we got Meunier. And if you guys watch my Foot Birthday Meunier review, you already know he's one of my favorite cards on this game. And we got a right back version. Actually, we got a right back version. At first glance, he looks very nice. He looks like he could challenge for being one of the top right backs on this game, but his pace just isn't there, all right? 81 acceleration at this stage of the game is not usable at right back, in my opinion, because every team in the season attacker has 99 pace, so what are you really doing with the 81 pace or 81 acceleration fullback? That's going to automatically make him super sub status for me. His shooting stats are very nice. His passing stats are really nice. His dribbling is not bad. I mean, his balance leaves a lot to be desired. His defending stats are very solid, to be fair. His physical stats are also very nice, to be fair. How tall? 6'3" at 79 jumping. I think this guy is not the best value, all right? He's a decent value at 9 foot swaps, and he's a decent value for an endgame CDM or CM super sub. But the fact that he's not starter quality at 9 foot swaps kind of leaves me wanting more, all right? At the end of the foot swaps promo, if you have, let's say, 13 foot swaps and you want to do Promes and Meunier, I think that's not a bad value. But if you're going to be aiming for Meunier as one of your go-to guys, then I wouldn't really do it. That's my opinion on the Meunier one. Mid-icon pack, I don't think is worth it. 10 foot swaps. By the time you get that mid-icon, the game's going to be almost done. So no, I wouldn't do it. Davison Sanchez for 12 foot swaps. Wow, this card looks really nice. The fact that the EPL doesn't have that many good center backs on the game. I mean, you got Flashback Luiz. You got Laporte. Stones is not one of the best center backs on this game. Yeah, the fact that, and you got Van Dijk, of course, but Van Dijk is very expensive. So the fact that there's not that many EPL options for center back, I think this guy's not a bad value. I think he'd be a better value at 9 FUTSWAPS or 10 FUTSWAPS. 12 FUTSWAPS is kind of expensive for this card, but when you look at his stats, it's kind of justified. I mean, he's 6'2". He has the amazing physical stats, the amazing defending stats. His dribbling stats are nice now. His passing stats are actually very good. His stamina is all there. I think this is actually going to be one of the best center backs on this game when it's all said and done. I don't think he's going to be as good as Militao. I don't think he's going to be elite. I think he's going to be just a level below. But for the fact that he does have the EPL links, I think that alone makes him possibly worth it for 12 FUTSWAPs. The last FUTSWAP card we got, of course, is going to be the man, the legend, the English striker, Marcus Rashford. And how do I feel about this card? 75 jumping, come on, man. It kind of pisses me off seeing that. But I think that Rashford, with his strength, his height, his dribbling, his 5-star skills, is going to end up being a poor man's Ronaldo on this game. He does have the composure now at 85, which is great. Which is not great. Which is good, but not great. His jumping could be higher, but all the rest of his stats look amazing. I mean, 99 agility. He does have the passing stats. He does have the shooting stats. He does have the strength, the stamina. I think that this card would make a really, really good winger. I'm not sure if I'd play him at striker simply for the fact that he does lack the composure and jumping. It's kind of sad because I would like to try Rashford and Sanchez at the same time on the same team. But the fact that you have to pick one of them is where I think this FUTSWAP thing does fall short. I wish that you did have the option of like using both of these players, or you did have the option of like trying all these players out even on loans, because like I wouldn't really, it's hard to commit to one of these players without trying them. So that's the only thing, that's the only critique I have of this FUTSWAPs this FUTSWAPs thing that EA dropped, is that you have to pick Rashford or Sanchez. You have to pick Meunier or Rashford or Sanchez. You can't have more than one of these great players on your team, and it kind of destroys the fun of trying these footies out. But I will say I am really thinking that EA is going in the right direction with these footies or with these FUTSWAPs, because these are the best FUTSWAPs that they've released, bar none, since FIFA 18 when they first started coming out. So I do think it's good in that sense. I do think it could be better in the sense that I wish we had more options in terms of like using more than one of them on the same team, but it is what it is, and I guess that's what it's gonna be. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up my Futties reaction video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of content. Let me know in the comment section down below who you guys want me to do out of all these footies. I'm leaning towards Rashford or Promes. I'm not really sure. It kind of sucks I have to choose between them. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of these FUTSWAPs. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button down below. I appreciate you guys for watching in the dead stages of FIFA. I really do. I'll be back tomorrow with another video, but until then, later.